And presumably somebody could, like I'm picturing, all right, Tyler, we got the CEO of Visa on the line. They want to offer you $5 billion for the Flexa company 10 years from now. Is that possible to consider?
Really, because they have to buy all the tokens. So, they're welcome to do that. Like anyone could do it, right? We can't stop you from. I mean, they won't be able to buy all of them, but
couldn't they buy the Flexa corporation that has all the money licenses and integrates all the contracts with the companies?
I mean, Bill, see, here's the thing, though. This is where you get the incentives also, is that for us and founders and participants, we have lots of tokens that are valuable, and that's where our value is generated. So if we were to sell like an entity or something, it would be short selling everything else and all the opportunity that we might have. And I suppose there's maybe a really odd hybrid where it could still kind of come together. So I don't want to say like never, 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 but it's probably never. It just doesn't.
Yeah.
That's not really what it was built. And the way that this is built is in a different business model. It's literally directly in competition with everything that's there. It's really not compatible with them. So this was honestly never built as an acquirable business. This was built as a decentralized payment network that now people, all over the world will own these tokens, and it can go on forever. And it's really not designed that way from day one. So yeah, I don't think it can be acquired.
Yeah.
It just doesn't. It's not set up that way. It's not really built that way. Very much by design, because then all this ends up being is a new payments network that's like all of the others that maybe uses some different technology, and maybe that can succeed, but that's really, really hard. You're going against an incumbent. You're competing on a very level playing field with them having 1,000 times or 100,000 times more money than you. I don't want to fight that. I want to go in a totally unlevel playing field with a business model that's somewhat radical, even, where fundamentally it's very boring and looks all the same, but how it literally works is fundamentally very different and isn't compatible with those. You're decentralizing risk and payment transactions now, rather than having one entity make these calls and charging you lots of money for all of this. It's sort of designed that way from the beginning to be very, very different. I can't, in this instant, foresee an acquisition of any kind that would ever make sense that people could ever. I just honestly can't. And I'm not even saying that out of like arrogance or, this is going to be so great. It just wasn't designed that way. I don't think it's possible. So it's surely not at all what we are going for. And if we ever got to a state where there was an offer that was even remotely compelling, I can probably say that the alternative would be far more compelling. If this gets anywhere near the radar of some centralized entity saying any amount of money, and that means there's something way bigger here than we're even talking about. So again, it's sort of like the context of, sure, there's always like some edge case that you can try to discuss and like talk fictitiously about, right? But I can't see it. I don't think believably it would ever make sense.
Good, don't do it. I'm